Hi everybody. Haven't done one of these for a couple of weeks now, so let's crack on. Okay, this is probably be maybe 30 minutes of yoga, um, covering the whole body. So what I want you to focus on is the here and now, the mindfulness, the awareness, living in the moment. So we're going to sort of take our time with each posture and just feel through our body whilst we're holding them. Okay, so that you can feel and improve upon the feeling in your body with micro movements. Okay, so come into your comfortable standing position. Okay, we tend to turn the palms forward in our Tadasana, our mountain pose, because it rolls the shoulders outwards and gently backwards. You should feel your shoulder blades slightly squeezed together. Okay, close your eyes and then focus on the soles of your feet first of all. Gently press into your toes. Bring the weight of your body nicely balanced into your feet. Soften the knees. Gently tilt the pelvis, hips slightly back, pubic bone gently pushing forward. And then create space between hips, top of the hips and the bottom of your ribs. Okay, so feel that lift. At the same time, gently feel your shoulders pushing back and lift through the crown of the head and gently tuck your chin in. Okay, and see if you can feel that whole posture. Nice, steady, deep breaths in. Okay, and then open your eyes and then bring your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. As you inhale, press the hands to the ceiling. As you exhale, palms facing outwards and then coming down. Okay, so movement with the breath, inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhaling, coming all the way down. Now introduce movement in your tootsies. Okay, come up onto your tootsies as you inhale, press everything upwards, exhaling, slowly come on down. Try and focus on or hold the balance on your toes, come up as high as you can. Fix the gaze, okay, because it's a balance, okay. Hopefully you'll be able to hold it then. Inhale, final time, coming all the way up. Exhaling, coming all the way down, okay. Bring your arms out to the sides, palms facing up, pinkies pointing forwards, thumbs pointing back, okay. Try not to adjust anything else, okay, but feel the rotation in your shoulders. Okay, and enhance it by really twisting, so your thumbs pushing down to the floor behind you and the pinkies pushing up to the ceiling. Okay, breathe, keep the width in your arms. As you exhale, rotate the other way, okay, so rotate the shoulder this time, pinkies pushing forward, thumbs trying to turn. I mean, you might be able to rotate all the way, but just so your shoulders are rolling forwards, okay, hold, extend. Okay, either way again. And the other way. And the other way. Palms facing up. Palms facing down or back, depending how far you can rotate. And then back out to the sides. Okay, turn your, or bend your elbows, bring your shoulders into the side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, twist the right hand side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back, one more either side. Exhale. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back. Arms out to the sides once more. Okay, palms facing down, this time small circles. Breathing. Okay, start to increase the size of your circles. Okay, stop, go back the other way. So big circles, reverse or forwards, depending on which way you went before. And then small circles. And then relax. Bring your arms down by the side, just let them hang. As you inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, and then release with your exhale. Inhale, squeeze once more. Exhale. Final time, inhale, squeeze everything up. Exhale. Okay, inhale, arms up to the top, intertwine the fingers, press the backs of the hands up to the ceiling. Try and straighten your arms, don't worry if they don't straighten, but just do your best so you feel that beautiful stretch. And then pull your arms backwards without allowing your chest or your belly to push out. Okay, try and gently pull it in and then lift. Okay, soften everything and breathe. Okay, now keep that length as you push the arms as you come down. Okay, feel the expansion across your shoulder blades. Nice deep breath in again. As you exhale, twist. Right hand side. Twist. Left hand side. One more either side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, arms come back up to the top. And then release. Keep the arms pulling backwards. Okay, straighten them, bring them back as far as you can so your shoulder blades squeeze together all the way down. And then behind you, intertwine the fingers once more. Press the backs of the hands down. Lift away. And then gently push your sternum forwards and upwards. Slight gaze at the ceiling. Okay, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, soften the knees. We're going to tilt forward into half forward fold. Okay, hold in that position and then arms come up. Okay, just hold in this position. Okay, again, that sort of mindfulness. Feel through your body in the moment. Okay, so feel the nice weight through the soles of your feet. Okay, so there's some nice pressure down into the floor. Soften the knees. Okay, extend through the torso, so pushing your crown of your head away, your bum backwards. Feeling the length and the extension in your vertebrae, pulling the hands up as far as you can. Nice deep breath in here. And then release into a full forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. I like to feel the squeeze of my belly into the tops of my thighs. Okay, once you've gone as far as you can, release your head. Relax it, pull your hands all the way. Now once more, hold. Feel everything in your body, your shoulders. Should be feeling it. Okay, the squeeze through your belly and thighs. Okay, the backs of your hamstrings, maybe your calf muscles. Feel it in the soles of your feet. Okay, just feel everything in your body. Relax your head and neck. Nice and slowly come back up the way we came down. So back into full half forward fold. Extending once more. And then all the way up. Release the arms and back of your head, and nice and slowly bring them up. Okay, breathing nice and deeply, feeling the blood flowing through your arms. Intertwine the fingers, bring the backs of the hands to the back of the head, pull the elbows out. Okay, feel that lovely upright feeling. Okay, pressing into your feet, lifting through the crown of your head, and then we're going to curl the spine. So nice deep breath in. As you exhale, tilt the head first of all, so that your upper vertebrae are almost 90 degrees to the rest. Okay, soften the knees, and then we're going to curl vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay, so just feel your upper vertebrae curling, go one by one, feel it all till you get to sort of your mid-spine probably, until nothing else is going to happen until you start tilting from the hips, in which case start tilting from the hips to allow your lower vertebrae to go. Okay, all the way until you feel everything's nicely curled. Remember, keep the elbows pulled out so you're facing your thighs or your knees, and then roll back up the other way. Okay, so keeping that upper half nicely curled as the lower vertebrae come into line, nicely upright, and then one by one, upper vertebrae, once they're nicely aligned, lifting your head. Beautiful, well done. Okay, pull the elbows back. Nice deep breath in. Release the arms, bring them up to the top. Out to the sides. And then coming into eagle pose. So right arm under left. In the way of my microphone. Pull the elbows outwards and upwards. Okay, and then release the weight to one foot or the other, doesn't matter which. Left foot for me. Okay, lift the other foot and just get used to it. Pick a focal point. Look at something, cross your leg over. You can bring it to the floor, which helps your balance, or squeeze it into the side. If you can wrap it around your lower calf, do so. But just hold the position, focus, Feel all of that concentrated effort into your balancing foot. Press down, squeeze everything together. Final breath. And then nice and controlled, bring your foot back to the floor. Release your arms out to the sides. Extend, take a breath in, and then swap over. So whichever way you were last time, wrap the arms the other way. Elbows up and away. And then soften the knees. Come onto your other balancing foot. You can just hover the foot on top of the other one just to get it, or cross it over, bring it to the floor. Helps you balance, or squeeze it into the side of your bod. Okay, but just come into whatever position you're comfortable in, and then hold, breathe, and then nice and slowly come back out, feet to the floor, arms out to the sides, and then relax your arms beside, and come to the rear of your mat. Okay, we're going to come to the floor, but we're going to do it under control. So come into your Tadasana, into Prayer Mudra, palms together, relax your elbows, close your eyes, take 2 nice deep steady breaths. And then on the third, arms out to the sides, extending everything all the way up to the top. And then softening as we come into our forward fold, swallow diving, feeling everything as we come down, bending the knees, squeezing that belly, relaxing your torso, head, neck, feeling the curl in your spine. And then just hold for a couple of moments. Okay, you can gently just twist through the pelvis, just pushing one hip back, one hip forward. Okay, you can gently start to straighten the legs a little bit, just to feel a little bit more into your hamstrings, calf muscles. Press into your tootsies. And then come into, if you can bring your fingers underneath your feet, then do so. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Okay, take a breath in here. As you exhale, start to lift everything. Torso, bum. Pull, trying to pull your hands out from under your tootsies. Okay, don't allow them though. Press down your toes into your fingers or hands. You should be able to tickle your wrists. That's what they say in this position, but don't worry if they're not that far under. Okay, and then as you inhale, just soften everything down, bend everything, release everything again. Exhale, once more, straighten, pull everything up. Torso, it's a beautiful stretch this all the way through your back, arms, sort of that rotation from feet, backs of legs, bum, back, arms, shoulders, and then soften once more. Release, bring your fingers to the floor, and then come onto your tootsies, nice and slowly just bend the knees. Okay, come into a balancing squat. You can keep your hands down if it feel a bit wobbly. Okay, but if you feel nicely balanced, come into a balancing squat, palms together. Okay, picking that focal point. You see my head steady, my eyes, my gaze is taken, steadying the breath. Okay, open the knees. Okay, try and bring the heels together into another variation of balancing squat. Wide kneed. And then release one arm to the floor, left arm, and right one comes up into a twist. Okay, bring that arm up as far as you can. And then hold, pressing the fingers to the ceiling, feeling that twist. And then nice and slowly bring the hand to the floor, replacing the other one, inhaling, coming all the way up, twisting the other way, and then coming down to the floor, and then walking out, knees to the floor, coming into tabletop position. And then once you're nicely balanced, gently pull the belly up so that the low back's nicely supported. And then as you inhale, bring that right leg out to the side. Keep the 90-degree bend on the low leg. Okay, lift it as high as you can. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, release it. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, release it. Inhale, come back up. Inhale, release it. Inhale, back up. Keep it out. Okay, and then straighten it out behind you. Pushing the heel away, flexing the foot. Okay, opposites. So press into your right hand. Left arm goes forward. Okay, so the balance. So keep the focus. Head steady. And then stretch everything away. So push the heel away. And then see how your whole body's feeling. That mindfulness once more. That being aware in the moment. Feeling everything through your body. Particularly those 3 points of stability. Your hand, your knee, and the top of that rear foot. So they should be pressing into the floor, holding you as you extend everything, feeling strong through the core. Nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze, come back out. Inhale. As you exhale, squeeze for the second time. Inhale, come back out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, come back out. Exhale, come to the floor. Okay, nice and steady. Come back into our neutral position. Okay, just gently sway the hips from side to side. Okay, you can do scooping the pelvis, feels good. Swaying either way. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this time, bring your left leg out to the side, feeling it in the hips. Okay, nice deep breath in as you lift it as high as you can. And then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, back out. Exhale, back down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back down. Okay, final time. Inhale, come back up. Hold it high. Straighten out behind you. Heel away, flex the foot, spread the toes, and then squeeze the bum. So that's fully engaged. Weight to the left hand. Release the right. Okay, extend everything away. Again, savor that moment, that mindfulness. Those 3 points of contact with the floor. Steady head, gaze is focused. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze everything together. Inhale, come back out. Exhale, squeeze everything together. Inhale, come back out. Exhale, squeeze everything together. Inhale, come back out. And then release everything to the floor. And then come into our child pose, nicely relaxed, whatever you want to be. Forearms, forehead to the floor, or fists. Okay, if it's a little bit too much for you to come down, just come onto blocks, fists, hands, or straight to the floor. Somewhere you can relax, focus. And obviously this is somewhere you can go completely internal. Everything's folded in. Close your eyes, and then 3 nice deep focused breaths, okay, in and out through your nostrils. Feel that pressure through the lungs into your thighs as you hold the position. Okay, anything doesn't feel quite right, then micro move it. Okay. What I want you to do is to come into a wider kneed pose in this position if you can. Allows the torso just to settle down a little bit more. Okay, that squidginess in the hips. And then a gentle sort of sway of the hips from side to side just to feel into them. Slight rotation. And the other way. Okay, that's so you can feel that inner hip joint. Okay, that every part of it as you do these little movements, and then hold in this position. Okay, come into your forearms and come up slightly into, I sort of call this half frog really, where your toes are touching, knees are wide at either side of the mat. Okay, come in so your elbows underneath your shoulders. Okay, tuck your chin in so it's nicely straight. We're going to do some shoulder hip work here. Okay, so as you inhale, lift the head and then come forward. Now come down as far as you can. Don't overdo it because you're going to have to press back, but if you can touch your chin on the floor, do so. Then press really hard as you come back. Feel it in your shoulders.
And then release your bum back to your heels. Okay, and feel that lovely squidge as you come down. Okay, so now do this with the breath, this movement. Okay, inhale as you come forward. Feel everything through the movement in your hips, the movement in your shoulders. Lift the chin, feel through your neck too. Come as far forward. Start to transfer that pressure into the forearms, the fingers. Coming back, feeling everything as you do so. Bum back to heels. Allowing everything to sort of stretch from hips to armpits. Final time, inhale, coming back, lifting the chin, coming down as far as you can. You may be restricted by shoulders or hips, so just go as far as you feel able. And then come back. And this time, stretch the arms away, so lifting the forearms off the floor. And then just be as long as you can between fingers and hips. Press into your hands, so nothing's on the floor between probably your knees and your hands. Okay, and then soften through the shoulders. Gentle sort of twist, push one shoulder down, lift the other, and then the other way. Okay, and then we're going to come into Sphinx pose, so pushing forward, coming onto your forearms, flattening onto the floor. Elbows underneath shoulders, forearms in line if that's comfortable for you, palms facing the floor. If not, intertwine the fingers is fine too. Feet and legs in line with your hips. Okay, now just settle into the pose, try and bring your gaze to the horizontal, but try not to crick your neck. Okay, if that's not comfortable, then just come it slightly down with it. And then what I want you to do is gently push down through your forearms, pull back through your elbows, and then push your hips forward, and you'll find that it really extends that belly and front abdominals part. That's what we want. Okay, so pushing hips down and forwards, forearms into the floor and backwards. And then try and soften everything. So hold it and feel everything. So feel every part of the vertebrae. So your low back should be relatively relaxed, although scrunched a bit. And then all the way up to your mid-spine. And then from your mid-spine, it really does seem to curl away up to your front position. Now take 2 or 3 really deep breaths, feeling the expansion in the front. Beautiful. Okay, now final breath in. As we exhale, we're going to come into a plank on our forearms and knees. So press into your knees, lift the hips off the floor until you sort of feel a straight line between hips and shoulders, so not up too far, so you're pulling back. Okay, but until you feel that engagement. And to squeeze your core a little bit more, push your knees forward, don't let them move, but push them forward and pull your elbows back. So you might get a little wobble going. Okay, and just hold for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. We'll hold it for 10. Breathe. Okay, so focus. Try not to move your head. Focus. Feel everything as we breathe. And then nice and slowly release. Bring your thighs to the floor first of all, then your abdomen. Come back into Sphinx pose, so pushing those hips forward, releasing from those front abdominals, belly. Breathe nice and deeply. Final breath in, and then as you exhale, coming back into our forearm plank once more. Press into the knees and your elbows. Push knees forward, elbows back. Squeeze and hold. Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, nice and slowly release, so thighs to the floor. Hips hit the floor probably. And softening. It's probably getting easier to feel this lovely soft front. Nice deep breath in. And then this time final breath in and final forearm plank. So start to lift, abdomen, belly, press into your knees, squeeze and lift. Okay, 10 seconds. Squeezing, elbows to knees, knees to elbows. And then nice and slowly roll back down. This time take a little relaxing rest. One hand on top of the other, turn your head one way or the other, and then just breathe nice and steadily, nice and deeply. Once more, feeling through your body. Okay, micro moving anything that just doesn't feel right. Squeezing your buttocks, pushing your pelvis into the floor and hold, and then release, sort of helps to relax it and release it. Steady breathing. Final breath. Okay, bring on your arms down by your sides, come onto your chin, palms facing upwards. You can bring your feet together this time, or leave them hip width apart. Once you know what we're going to do, then just choose your position. Okay, as you inhale, lift head and shoulders, palms push upwards with your arms, and then lift your feet. And again, we're going to hold for 10 seconds. Breathing. Okay, keep lifting. Feel that strength in those really thick, big back muscles, lifting your legs and your torso. Nice and slowly relax everything down. Turn your head one way or the other and let everything go. Okay, gently sway from hip to hip, relaxing, releasing those big muscles either side of your spine. Okay, same again. Inhale, lift head and shoulders, hands go up. Feet 2, squeeze in the middle, hold for 10 seconds. And then nice and slowly relax. This time turn your head the other way, whichever way you had it last time. Try not to get into regular movement habits. Relax everything, feel through your body. And then final time, inhale, lift head and shoulders, arms and feet, 10 seconds. And then relax, hands underneath your shoulders up through cobra, so press in, allow your back to curl, lift your hips, coming back nice and slowly into child pose. Okay, and then just allow that low back to stretch out nice and gently. Again, swaying hips from side to side, feeling everything. Gentle rotation in your low back, in your pelvis, feeling your hips. And then come back up. This time come into a high kneel position. Okay, bring your arms out in front of you. And press the fingers away, engage, palms facing one another. Okay, so your torso is nicely straight. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, release your torso backwards. Okay, so you feel your thighs press into the tops of your feet, come back as far as you are able. Keep your arms parallel, and then obviously feel it in the fronts of your thighs. Okay, hold, 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 10 seconds. And then nice and slowly pull back up. And then release back once more. Coming back again, probably to the same position, maybe a little bit further. Hold till you feel that squeeze in your thighs, 10 seconds. Come back up. Make these movements nice and slow, okay? Allow the muscle to relax and recover in the movement forwards before we then start releasing it or squeezing it back up. Coming back, final time, hold, 10 seconds. And then nice and slowly come back up. Okay, come wide and bring your toes together and come into a kneel position. Again, come onto a block or something if it's a bit squeezy for the knees. Okay, we'll do a similar thing, but this is for the hips. as well as the knees. Okay, intertwine your fingers, come into Kali Mudra, 4 fingers pointing forward, thumbs crossed on the back. Again, extend, and then as you inhale, lift up, press hips forward. As you exhale, come back down. Okay, make it nice and slow and deliberate. Inhale, come forward, press hips forward, squeeze, come back down. Inhale, come forward, hips, squeeze, come back down. Not 3, 5 this time. Inhale, come forward. This is the 4th. Come back down. Final time. Inhale, come forward. Release, come back down. Well done. Come into steady kneeling position. Okay, prayer mudra. Nice straight spine. Inhale, arms come out to the top. Push the fingers up to the ceiling. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, twisting to the left-hand side. Arms come down, maybe forwards or backwards. Okay, just using the pressure on the floor to twist you a little bit more. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, squeezing, twisting the other way. Inhale, come back up. And then hands to the floor, cross the ankles, and then sit back over. Come into a sitting position on the mat, heels in line with the top of the mat. Okay, push the heel away, flex the foot, spread the toes. Okay, press the backs of the knees to the floor, press into the sit bones, lift, tuck the chin in so your spine's nicely straight. Okay, breathe for a couple of moments. And then keeping that lovely straightness in your spine, walk your hands down and grab hold of wherever you get to, okay? But try not to curl in that way, okay? So we're pushing our chest forward, our hips forward, and trying to keep our spine nicely aligned. You may be able to get hold of your toes if you want to, but as soon as you flex your feet, then it really increases that stretch a little bit. Okay, so wherever you get to, just be kind. Now bend your knees a little bit if it's all too much for you, and keep squeezing your chest forward and your hips sort of forwards. Okay, so in this position here, my lower belly is hitting against my thighs, which is fine. Okay, so try and come into that position. You might have straight legs, you might have to bend them lots. Okay, but just come into a position that you can then just move from, okay, and be aware. Okay, so feel through your body, feel what's being engaged, and then just enjoy that. Breathe into it. Final breath. And then release, come back. Just open your legs a little bit, bring the heels to the corners of the mat. And then Kali Mudra once more, intertwine the fingers. Okay, we're going to come into a sort of core exercise. Okay, we're going to come to the floor nice and under control and back up again. Okay, so from this position, again, we're engaging the muscles of the legs, same as we were. Heels away, flex fit, spread the toes, backs and knees to the floor. Nice straight spines, this time pushing the fingers forward. Okay, nice deep breath in. And then as you release, come back, keep the spine nicely straight. Okay, you can soften through the knees a little bit. We're going to come to the floor, but really focus and concentrate. Squeeze through your core muscles. Try and bring your low spine to the floor under control. Arms become vertical. Okay, and arms up and over the head. Once they're over the head, stretch everything away. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Take a breath in. Point the toes again. Arms come to the vertical. Once they're there, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze. Overcome that moment of inertia. Okay, lifting up as we come up. Straight into the position, re-engaging the muscles of the legs, pushing the fingers forward and holding. Okay, should be maybe a little bit further than before. Take a breath in. As you exhale, coming back once more. Control, focus. Really do focus on this moment. Squeeze through your abdominals. Low back to the floor. Arms to the vertical. Up and over the head. Stretch everything away. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Take a breath in. Point the toes. arms to the vertical, lift head and shoulders, squeeze, come up, lift, push forward, hold. Okay, nice and slowly, come back up and then release. Well done. And then we're just going to walk on our bum towards the top of the mat, keep the heels planted. Okay, keep them hip mat width apart. Okay, until the position where you can grab hold of your tootsies with forefinger and middle finger. If your feet are a bit sweaty, then just come onto the insides of the soles. Okay, but come to the position where you can come onto the balance on your bum. Okay, into this position here, so it's a bit like half boat. Holding your legs. And then we're going to do this controlled roll. Okay, so focus, lift up to the spine, nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release, roll back. Momentum brings you forward, try and get back into that position. Okay, refocus, breathe in. As you exhale, release, roll, come up. Focused, return. Final time, take a breath in. Release, come back up. Okay, just hold for a couple of moments. And then we're going to come to the floor, but in this control position into happy baby. Okay, so squeeze once more, control it, come into the floor, and then pull your knees towards your armpits. Try and keep as much of your low back on the floor, but you'll see mine sort of rolling up slightly. Okay, but try and keep it to the floor. Depends on the flexibility in your hips actually, but wherever you are, just keep squeezing so you can feel it in your hips. And then start to straighten your legs. Still pulling your feet towards the floor. Feel it in your hamstrings. And then soften the knees. Release. Okay, bring your arms out to the sides, but bring your feet to a position where it's like sitting in a chair on your back. So thighs are vertical, lower legs parallel with the floor. And then squeeze your tummy muscles and press your lower back into the floor so it's nicely supported. Okay, nice deep breath in, arms out to the sides, then release your knees to the left-hand side. Okay, now don't allow them to come to the ground. I want you to still control them. Okay, you might want to keep them sort of width between them, so try not to pull them together. So whatever distance you were when you were upright, then keep them in that position, and then hold and try and soften that spinal twist. Breathe, and then nice and controlled, come back up, and then release the other way. A couple of breaths, and then nice and controlled, come back up, bring your feet to the floor, straighten your legs, arms down by your sides, palms facing up, close your eyes, come into final Savasana. My comfy position involves a bolster, but it could be a pillow supporting my knees. What that does is it brings my low back completely in contact with the ground, and also a comfy cushion. The idea is to be as comfortable as possible. Okay, if there's any discomfort, then you're not going to relax. Okay, so just find your comfortable position with as many supports as you need. Okay, arms slightly away from the body, palms facing up if that's comfortable, or if it's not, on your shoulders, then turn palms to the floor is fine. Feel your low spine nicely engaged in the floor. You can squeeze your belly, push it into the floor, and then relax. Just adjust whatever you need adjusting before we come into final relaxation, focusing on the breath in and out through the nostrils. Feeling the muscles relax away from the bones. Breathing out tension. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, relax. Okay, we'll do 2 minutes in this position. You can extend it if you wish. 10 minutes, 15 minutes is fine too. However long you need for your body to feel replenished, as this is what's happening. Your muscles are nicely relaxed, your mind is nicely relaxed. Okay, so you've nourished your body, it's now going to recover and replenish itself. So just enjoy the moment. Try and keep in the moment, okay? Don't allow your mind to take you away to whatever you need to do. Keep bringing it back to the breath or your body. Just keep it with you. Don't allow it to take you away. Doesn't matter how many times you bring it back, okay? But just keep going, okay? The more you do it, the easier it will become. Okay, that is 2 minutes, so just take a couple of moments, take a nice steady breath in. As you do so, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring your arms up over your head, give your body a lovely long stretch, pointing the toes, flexing the feet, and then very slowly in your own time, bending your knees, roll over to one side or the other, and then using your hand, press yourself back up to a comfortable sitting position.
Okay, kneeling or cross-legged, come into prayer mudra. Just focus on the feeling in your body, close your eyes, just take 2 nice steady deep breaths, keeping your mind focused. Namaste.